It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. This time for Justin Herbert. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. Now it's Herbert. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Flushed out right. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. Brandon,
what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone.
And he takes this one in for the Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Here, he's past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Let's get it poppin'.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run with Hines. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chargers 14, Colts 7.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 42. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that'll be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Able to complete this to Chenault. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
21-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Rolling to his right. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. First down. Hines. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Throw left side, complete. That's Coleman. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Now here's Samuel on the end around. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, there's your team's defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, really just run the clock out and go to the clock line.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Curtis Samuel. And the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Taken from about the 12.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run with Taylor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Connection made with Chenault. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Herbert off of play action. It left side. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. Herbert operating from the red zone. Flushed out right. Herbert has it knocked free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Now a toss play, it's Hines. Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field, and linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They're going to try and throw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future, bright. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Second and 12. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Now Taylor. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll make it third down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On third down, here's Taylor. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. This pass finds its way to Williams, and he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds an opening past the 40. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Room to run past midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Being chased out left. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception, good for 7. It's third down.
Third down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is Chenault on the receiving end. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long, because that's his third touchdown of the game, and by far the best touchdown of the bunch. They came into this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down, yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Herbert now to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Herbert. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Herbert. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
One last throw here for Herbert. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defense.